Hello, welcome to another microbit video from me, Mr. Morrison. Today we are going to create a little microbit guitar with chords. So here I have 3 bits of tinfoil connected to my cardboard guitar, and I need a ground pin connected to my hand so that when I touch, it'll create the chords. So let's go and create this. So to create our musical instrument, we're going to need a bit of cardboard. We're going to need a tiny bit of tinfoil, not very much tinfoil for this. We're going to need 4 crocodile clips, our microbit of course, and then something to attach and cut out the cardboard to make the instrument. So here you'll notice I've actually already drawn a guitar on this bit of cardboard. So I am just going to cut it out. So I will do that now. So now with my guitar all cut out, I can now look at attaching my tinfoil. So we're going to attach tinfoil in 3 places because we have 3 pins on the microbit that we can use for this. So we can create 3 notes or 3 chords at a time. So if I cut them into little strips like this, maybe something like that, and then I can attach to the microbit there, and to the guitar there, and then I will do the same here. Let's cut this out like that, and then we'll cut this in half, and there's my second one, and there's my third one. So I'm just going to neaten that up, and I will stick these to my guitar. So I have my little bits of tinfoil attached here. So next I am going to attach my crocodile clips. So I'm going to need them on pin 0. Let's put pin 0 on the first one here, like this. And then I'll attach the next one to pin 1 as well. So let's do that. So that's pin 1. And then the final one is going to be to pin 2. Like that, and pin 2. Now, you will also need a ground. And this is because we need to close the circuit. Just like in the switch in the last lesson, you needed to close the circuit. Well, we're going to still need to close the circuit, but you can do that by just holding this in your hand, or you could create something to put on your wrist that you can attach this to, and that means you are then conducting the electricity. So when you press on it, you conduct and it all works. But I'll demonstrate that once we've created the code for our microbit. So to create the chords, what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of on start and forever, and we're going to drag back on pin 0 pressed. Now, if we insert notes to create a chord, actually on the microbit you can't play the same note at the same time. But we're going to cheat a little bit, and we're going to play them fast enough that it sounds like they're being played at the same time. It's called something called polyphony. Polyphony is the way I think you should say that. So we're going to go in here and we're going to drag the play tone out, and we'll duplicate this and duplicate it again. Now the chords we're going to have are going to be C, G and D. So first of all, for C, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep C, I'm going to find middle E, and then find middle G. So if I just play this to begin with, you hear it does that in order. But I want to play it really fast, so I'm going to change the beat to 1/16, like that, 1/16. And now you hear it going really fast, but that's so fast that you can hardly hear it. So if I loop it, let's say maybe 6 times, when I tap it, you can now hear a chord happening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to change things around. So if that one was for C, I'm going to have pin 1 for D. So D chord is made up of D. It's made up of the black note F sharp, F with the hashtag, if you know it like that, and then A. So then that on pin 1 is going to be our D chord. And finally, I'll duplicate one more time, and that is going to be our pin 2, and it's going to be G, which is made up of G, B, and D. In fact, let's put these down a little bit. So let's have low G, low B, and middle D. And then it sounds like this. There we are. So that's my 3 chords. I could also add something on logo pressed if you wanted, just to have something else happening. So you could have a little melody that you could put in to on logo pressed. So here you can create a melody like that. But download that onto your microbit and see what happens. So this is what our completed chords sound like. So you could play around, change the notes of the chords, play some songs, just have fun with your new microbit instrument.